Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Capslam Wrestling. I've been MIA for a couple of weeks. I was not well and I was traveling a bit, so I haven't been able to make a video. But here I am. I'll try to talk about all that which has happened in the past couple of weeks uh, with respect to WrestleMania 42. Of course, we have to talk about all that which has happened between Roman and CM Punk, what has happened between Brock Lesnar and Obafemi, uh, then the potential matches of Gunther, Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Vision, Usos. There's not really a clear picture about all these very important pillars of WWE, and guys like Isho Speed and Jelly Roll. I mean, it's not a coincidence that I have started appearing in the road to WrestleMania. So we'll talk about that and much more. So please stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. Uh, right. So we'll start with the very intriguing saga between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. This has been a very interesting build towards a WrestleMania main event match, and I'm really on for it. I mean, I think I really appreciate what they've been trying to do. They may not have hit the ball out of the park in all of their segments and promos, but they're getting there, and I really appreciate the route that they are taking to get there. Right? I mean, this is uh, all which is based on the mental games between both of them. CM Punk, savagely attacked Roman Reigns' father when he said that, he said all that, you're alone and you're all that, then I'll bury you next to your father. And the Roman was just stunned. He couldn't even, there was not a reflex smack or a punch. He was just stunned, like, how could anybody say, such a thing about my father on my face, right? So, I mean, he was really shocked. So that was the first interaction, first real interaction. And then, obviously, the next week, Roman wasn't there. The Usos had a brilliant segment with CM Punk, and it was a very very real segment. I mean, it's very real. What will happen because they just want him to apologize, and obviously he won't. So. It was a very intriguing segment, and it ended up with Jimmy punching CM Punk, and it was again very what it was supposed to be. Till now, till then, it was pretty much like that. And the next week came, and it was Roman against Punk, and I did not quite understand the reaction of Roman Reigns to what CM Punk did. I mean, the ideal follow up would have been that Roman Reigns would have gone personal with CM Punk, tried to mention something about his dog or his father, right? I mean, pretty much all of us know that CM Punk has a very distant relationship with his father, so he could have mentioned that, but he did not mention. He just mentioned that you're old, and that sort of got under CM Punk's nerves. Uh, so I think that didn't really click with me because CM Punk has accepted in the past that he's old, right? He doesn't dye his beard black, or so he accepts pretty much that he is old. He has eye caps under his eye. So I mean, that shouldn't have bothered CM Punk, but it did. And then there were reports that this was supposed to be, there was supposed to be something else, but which was changed during the night of the show. Uh, so that was really something which was a bit off to me. But then next week, I think they followed it up really well with. Uh, it was just bang bang the action between Punk and Roman. I mean, Roman Reigns literally laid into CM Punk, and he smashed him through, power bombed him through the table, smashed him to the barricade, and he looked, that in that white OTC shirt, he looked like the tribal chief of old, and something very interesting is happening on both Raw and SmackDown uh, in these past couple of weeks. On Raw, LA Knight has told Jey Uso that you're starting to sound like Roman, and the same line was told to Solo on SmackDown by Tamatonga. So now what I get out of this is they are pretty much heading towards the reunion of the old bloodline, which was Roman, Solo, uh, Jay, and Jimmy Uso. And obviously, Paul Heyman obviously won't be there, and Sami Zayn might link up later. But the main big picture is all the cousins, all the brothers will or might unite at WrestleMania, because there are links of dissension in Solo's group and not dissension per se, but yeah, I mean, obviously, Ellen Knight told Jey Uso that you're starting. So they're starting to give some hints about, they're sounding like Romans, some sort of. So this is my low-key prediction that Bloodline does unite. The old Bloodline unites in some way and takes out CM Punk. Uh, I don't know. I have to think more about it, but this is just my first impression of the whole situation, which is happening in the past couple of weeks on both the shows. So this is my hot take, an interesting take from this whole feud. But this feud is really going well, and I'm really looking forward to what interactions, because they have done the physical part now, right? There's still a couple of 3 weeks left, in fact. So what will they do? I think there's still a lot to be said by both the sides. So let's see. I mean, what they do. Moving on to the hugely spectacular angle between Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. Wow, wow. That was a star-making moment. The first interaction between Brock and Oba, brilliant, brilliant overall, 10 on 10 with Seth Rollins, uh, teasing something with Brock, but eventually it was Oba who answered the WrestleMania Open Challenge, and the crowd was fantastic. They reacted the way as it was supposed to be, and Obafemi just came to the ring. Brock Lesnar was stunned. He came to the ring. Seth Rollins gave a momentary disruption, and Obafemi then lifted Brock Lesnar up for a massive, massive power bomb. I haven't really seen Brock Lesnar take such a power bomb. I haven't really seen Brock Lesnar take any power bombs really, but taking such a brutal move in such a brutal fashion, rather. So that was a star-making moment. Then he quietly said Obafemi to put his leg on his chest and point to WrestleMania, and that was brilliant. That was a star-making performance, a star-making segment. Now it has now if Obafemi goes on to lose to Lesnar at WrestleMania by any way, maybe Heyman does an interruption or whatever, uh, they've still made somewhat of a star out of Obafemi, so that even a shady finish would not hamper his momentum much, because Brock Lesnar, according to reports, wants to not lose uh, until his final retirement match at SummerSlam, allegedly. So even if that is supposed to happen, I can see that happening now without hampering Obafemi. I think still Obafemi should beat him, because I mean, and again, Obafemi got better of Lesnar in the next week as well. But I'm pretty sure Lesnar will get his uh, chance with Oba. But I still think that they can structure the feud now in some way which can justify Obafemi losing to Lesnar. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Uh, I think this is another very exciting match. I am really excited about it. Some people are saying that this could be the main event, but I'll come to that. Another story, the second main event, which is supposed to happen, which is a very intriguing story in itself. But yeah, it could certainly be a semi-main event in the which in the second last spot in either of the nights. It could open the show as well, but I want this. The show openers usually don't get as much attention as much as the second last matches, at least according to me. So I would like it to be placed there. uh, so yeah, really excited about the whole feud all over the board.